key driver for relocating was that our lease was terminating in our old office, and also that office space was taken out 10 years ago, so it was far larger than we really needed. So the key drivers were trying to find a new office that was a smaller footprint. The location was really important to us, and then also trying to find a building that really met all of our ESG credentials as well.
I worked with the client to understand the best procurement route for the project, and given the timescales, we understood that a design and build programme would be best suited. And we also worked with Claremont, who offered us the services of knowing the building and knowing the client requirements.
Claremont had recently completed a project in one of our other offices, and therefore we were keen to replicate the look and feel of the project in Glasgow.
We worked with the Claremont design team on the REBA stage 4 of the project, and that took us to the construction phase. We had weekly meetings, we were able to catch up on progress, and we had on-site meetings as well every fortnight.
Collaboration is the heart of D&B Fit Out, and without having those design and progress weekly meetings, it's very hard to get the client involvement, and really this is just their project, we're just bringing it to reality.
Design decisions in general were driven by the Grant Thornton team and their drive towards sustainability. They target carbon reduction across all of their projects. So 84% of the furniture was reused. Building on the identity that we developed with Grant Thornton on the Liverpool project, for the Glasgow project we approached this in a similar way. So we were inspired by the location, the local architecture and the history, and in particular George Square and the statues within it.
You've got the Glasgow mural and you've got representation of Charles Rennie Mackintosh features, which is a pretty cool feature, I think.
I think what Amelia came up with for the risers is really great. So normally they stick out like a sore thumb, but when you create a feature by adding acoustic panels, you really create like a 360-degree design. It's quite busy on the ceiling, so it takes a lot of coordination on the reflective ceiling plan and working with the incumbents and the landlord to make sure it looks aesthetically pleasing but also functional.
We were inspired by the local architecture, in particular city chambers. It was technically quite hard to achieve in the acoustic material, but the results are well worth it. All Grant Thornton designs are led by their core values. One value being everyday inclusion, and our aim here is to make it inclusive and accessible for all, offering a variety of different work settings, so choice. A wellbeing space that offers multi-faith and mothering facilities. A neutral warm colour palette that's calming, accessible pods, the accessible booths and the open plan collaboration spaces.
The feedback from all of our colleagues around the space has been really, really positive. Even though it's a smaller floor plate than our previous office, it almost feels bigger because of the number of workable spaces and the different areas that people can use.
Operationally, this office has been designed to support the hybrid working model, offering a mix of collaboration zones and quieter working.
I think my favourite feature in the new office is the social space. It's far larger than our previous office. It gets used every day, and just the whole feel and vibe is absolutely fantastic.
Client satisfaction is quite a prideful thing. I was brought in towards the end of the project to kind of focus on the closeout of the project and really focus on quality and snagging. And that ultimately led us to get into PC with only a handful of snags on a 8,500 square foot project.
I really loved working with the Grant Thornton team to create this workspace. I really hope the Glasgow team love this space as much as I do.